And welcome back to No Sense of Direction. This is Hector.
I'm Nate.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Ernesto.
Introducing.
So this is a guest. My name is Scotty. Thanks for the invitation, guys.
No problem.
Nice intro there, Scotty.
This is a guest.
He is not here all the time.
Scotty too hotty.
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for being on short notice. I know. When did you get asked?
What was it? A couple nights ago?
Oh, okay.
Last night.
Was it last night?
No, I asked you a few times if you'd be willing, and you said you wanted to give it a few episodes to see what we were about. I mean, I know you didn't make it past episode 2.
Holy shit. I was going to say, man. Like, you listened to all of them and you still said yes?
No.
Holy
so
fuck.
this is the thing. Like, he told me about the podcast, and at first I was like wondering, like, well, what is it that you guys are going to be talking about? You know, because when he said, "Would you like to be a guest at some point?" I'm like, well, that depends on what the topics are, because, you know, like, when I heard the name of the podcast, I'm like, wow, that sounds like you guys could like say a lot of incriminating stuff. So
We do.
I was thinking, like, I'm not sure I want to do this.
We just don't give a fuck.
So,
That's an old Eminem song. Remember Eminem?
Right. We're not that young or old.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you coming out, though.
Yeah.
Thanks
for coming out. I appreciate it.
On the way over here, I gave him a ride, and I'm like, all right, dude, you want to use your name or you want to make up a name? He's like, no, let me. I don't want to ruin my future.
He's like, I'm okay saying my real name. Wink.
So I was like, all right, bro, like, we need you to pick one out, so then that way I can introduce you that way, so no one fucks up and says your actual name. I've been fucking up this whole time. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, I've caught it once.
Okay, just once.
I just have no shame. That's why I don't care. So yeah, it's like, I did those shitty things.
It took him 20 minutes to pick out a name.
Yeah, I started scrolling down like all my text threads to see like who I've been speaking to. I'm like, that name's like no.
Potential.
And then I don't even know how I came up with Scotty, because honestly, I don't have any friends named Scotty. You know, well, older ones I haven't spoken to like in years. You know,
Scotty brings back bad memories. I'm just kidding. No, just kidding.
Where do you touch you, Nate? Here, show me on this doll.
He didn't touch me
anywhere.
Is that the issue?
That was the issue. Yeah.
Like, I was 12. I was an altar boy.
Yeah. Crazy.
You wanted to be touched?
He parted my hair very well.
What was his friend, Tyrone? What was
Shoelaces. Tyrone Shoelaces.
Oh my god.
He's a good guy.
I feel like you said that name just to use that joke going forward. You know, Tyrone Shoelaces.
No, his name was really Tyrone. I don't know. I was 10.
Last name Shoelaces.
Yeah. I guess it's Shoelaces. I've met the Shoelace family.
So is anybody else's balls like slowly creeping into their body right now?
Well,
now?
It's getting warmer out.
That's a little warm. Mine are sinking.
No. Okay, because
Mine are sagging more.
no, because Jerry's playing with those pliers, and it just scares the shit out of me.
They were doing jumping jacks.
They were they were creeping my balls
I was
back
wondering what that
into my
clip was.
body because it
sorry.
scares the shit out. No, it's fine.
I thought you were saying like it was like a chilly basement or something. I'm like,
I'm kind of warm.
Comfortable.
No, this guy. I don't trust Jerry with those types of implements and my balls around.
with sharp objects or what?
They're not that sharp.
They're kind of dull.
if used
That's
right,
even
you
worse.
I'm sure you could hurt somebody with those.
Oh, yeah, you could probably stab needle nose. Yeah, you could stab somebody.
Pull out some
with
teeth.
those. Yeah, you can in the back.
Fingernails. Pull out some fingernails.
Fingernails. There you go.
There, toenails.
This is actually a Chinese torture back in World War II. They used to put toothpicks under toenails and take a hammer.
Oh,
So you would talk.
Ow!
That hurts. Just thinking about it.
You know, we thought of a fucking really good torture the other episode when we were talking about splinters in the asshole. Remember?
No.
You guys
What?
don't remember this? No, this was on the most recent episode. We were talking about pegging with a wooden dildo that had splinters.
Yeah.
And so, like, just splinters in the asshole. That would not be a good thing. That would hurt so bad.
Like splinters anywhere or asshole anything. They both sound, and together as a combination just doesn't sound like a good idea.
Nate's like, I'm fucking hungry. Fuck the sound.
fuck you guys. Fuck this episode.
Sound quality. And fuck everyone else involved in this. I'm gonna
That made it even worse. No, that was not a rapper cleaning his mouth.
You're a dick.
Sorry, I thought of a chicken sandwich. I wanted one.
You should have grabbed one of those 100 rolls of toilet paper you have in the bathroom.
Hey, never know when you need all those.
I went to use a washroom right now, and I see like 248 packs in there.
Holy shit!
I'm like, this is the hoarder. These.
Yeah, but were you worried about not having a clean ass?
No, I wasn't.
Exactly.
I was gonna wipe my ass, and I don't even have to use a washroom.
He's like, I went to wash my hands. I figured I'd wipe my ass while I was there. No,
Make sure everything's clean.
that's what's left over from a year ago when he went fucking hoarding for toilet paper.
I just ordered.
He punched old ladies in the mouth. That's my toilet paper, Granny.
Yeah,
You took like all of aisle 5 at Walmart.
I did.
Walmart, hell of a company though. Always cut low prices.
I
always roll
never
back.
shopped there.
Roll back.
Never shopped at Walmart. No,
I've shopped there. Like I went last time I shopped there. I bought 2 air conditioners because they were the only place that had it, and there was a heat wave going on.
Heat wave.
I was sweating, and I didn't like that.
That's my go-to. Walmart.
Walmart is bad.
Walmart.
No,
pays
man.
low wages. Walmart non-union. Walmart has no more cashiers.
Thank you.
Okay, you know what? Okay.
That's what it is.
Now, if
Hell of a
you want to
company,
talk
though.
about
They fucking
the integrity of the actual company, okay, yeah, it's a fucked up place to work. I wouldn't work there, but to shop, I mean,
People are always mad about like welfare. Well, it's because of companies like Walmart, man. They pay their people so that they have to have welfare. Like that shit is done on purpose. And that's not cool.
I agree.
You're supporting that. Yeah. No, I pointed at you
I
too.
try not to shop
And
at
by the
Walmart.
way, you said that your girl does that noise. So do you.
What noise?
The Marge.
The Marge Simpson groan.
Oh,
Whenever my fiance gets mad at me, she's like,
You just did that right now,
"Oh
dude.
no! I
You
did the
evidence. You're on fucking tape.
that's my. I got caught. Like,
it's rubbing off on you.
You're on tape.
People are rubbing off on you.
Well, I mean, they say like if you live with someone long enough, they even say that about like couples. Like eventually they start to look like each other.
Yeah.
or owners start looking like their dogs.
I hear that all
why
the
I was
time.
attracted to you all of a sudden, Hector. Hey,
Hey,
butterfly kisses. You don't know what a butterfly
Can you guys
kiss?
stop being weird?
What's a butterfly kiss?
Yeah, I've never heard of that either.
That's where you take your eyelashes and bat it on there.
wait, what?
Oh,
It's a butterfly kiss.
I was just giving ojitos.
I've never had that before.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, no.
I know
Me
someone
neither.
that did that.
Me neither.
I prefer, I don't know, dick suck.
That was like 4th grade for me.
A butterfly kiss?
He comes home, Mom, I got my first butterfly kiss.
She's like, "Oh, that's sweet." Next year,
And you're like, Pastor, what's his face was like really gentle.
he's always gentle with his hugs to this day.
His butterfly kisses.
It's weird. He still asks me back into his office.
He's like,
this
I want
day.
you to take the body of Christ.
Which is me.
Was anyone here ever an altar boy?
And I'll take the blood.
I was.
Who? What, you were?
I think we
Who
all
else?
were. I think we all were.
Just you, really?
I
You
was
take
that.
the body, I'll take the blood. No,
Wait,
man,
Nick-
of course I wasn't. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was an altar boy for like 7th and 8th grade.
I did. I did it for one mass. That was it.
That's
And,
when you
and it
do
was
it,
my
yeah.
birthday.
Well, I'll tell you this. I was an altar boy for 7th and 8th grade because I found out that in 8th grade you can get pulled out of class to do like those like weekend, or not the weekend, but like
You
those
wanted to be
during the
excused
day.
out of class.
So I would get excused for class, but I also found out that you can also get excused for class because the church needed altar boys for funerals.
Yes.
And you got
remember
paid
that.
for that.
Well, you didn't
Or
get
you-
paid
you
for it,
would
but
get
you got
tipped.
tipped.
You got
Yeah,
tipped.
I remember that.
And me getting out of class at 8th grade
Is
with
that
an
a
extra
sexual
$10.
term? You got tipped?
I mean,
Just a tip.
Just to see how it feels. Just to see how it feels.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy
but yeah, and that's the only reason why I became an altar boy. After that,
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Like I remember, like the kids would always like. So if there's like an 8 a.m. mass, you'd miss like the first hour of school, and then like you said, funerals are usually like around 10 a.m. something like that. So you'd be excused for that as well. So I get it.
And my funeral, guys, if I ever die, wheel me in, like have everybody waiting, and then wheel me in. Like, sorry. he was late.
Did you just say? If I ever die?
Yeah, if I ever die.
If I ever die, maybe
It may or may not happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay alive forever.
No, just
So what were we supposed to say? Like, you got held by traffic?
no.
I
just,
might be immortal.
just have the Undertaker like wheel me in and go. All right, we made it, and then he leaves, and everybody can cry.
What are we supposed to say? Like, sorry guys, we were held by traffic. People like Scotty were on the road.
There was a train. There were cones.
I'm gonna get an urn. I'm gonna do the cremation thing. I think I'm gonna do.
Would you? I would.
Yeah,
I
that
would.
or the. Why would it matter?
Why cremation? Because of religious reasons,
No,
reasons
just-
or
or it's
financial
cheaper.
reasons?
There's no reason for me to be.
Yeah, you just
to take
turn
up
into
a
ooze
lot.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You know, or I saw this thing that people are doing where they turn themselves into a tree. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
You get wrapped up with a seed of a tree, and so you end up feeding the tree as it grows into a.
You plant it in your front yard or something like that.
Yeah. And then someone cuts down the tree and you're dead.
Again. You're dead again.
Fuck.
And then you become firewood and cremated all over again.
I always said if cremation was a thing, I would come back as a piece of cheese. That would suck.
You're thinking
Oh,
of
reincarnation. Yeah. As a
If
piece of
cremation was a
cheese.
thing,
It was a thing.
yeah, you're so fucking
sorry.
French.
We're like we're like 5 beers in.
You're like some cheese and wine.
Yes.
What the fuck?
But if it was a thing,
What kind of cheese? Brie?
That's the real question.
Gruyere.
That's the real question. Yeah,
It's Parmesan because it's already like
Yeah, grated.
it's already like ashes.
You can do that with a Romano.
Yeah.
I like the cheese from Wisconsin. They
Cheeseheads.
I had a girlfriend. She said, "You know, it's good cheese if when you buy it from the gas station." Now that's already problematic. There's already issues there. But
Same thing with sushi.
she goes, "When you buy it from the gas station, if you rub it together and it squeaks, that's how you know it's good."
Well, here's a fun fact.
I don't think anything's good from a gas station.
There's no
Red
such
Bull.
such thing as American cheese.
Right, because it's not actual cheese. Yeah, it's all
Yellow cheese is not
chemicals.
cheese.
No, cheddar is. Sharp cheddar.
So, for example, like Kraft Singles,
Yeah.
Kraft Singles is not cheese. That's why they specifically do not call it cheese. They just call it Kraft Singles.
How do you make it?
Really?
How do you make it like?
do you want to go
like
into
like a grilled cheese sandwich
salmon farming?
with
you
American
call
cheese?
it grilled cheese.
So good.
Right, but it's not. Kraft specifically
cheese
calls
is
it
really
Singles
good.
because
Yeah.
they know they cannot call it cheese.
cheese.
Damn.
And a fun fact is too is like all the fish farms, like where they just kind of eat them, like salmon, for example. Everybody wants it to be pink.
Yeah,
Depending on what coast they're on, they'll be pink.
yeah.
But they'll throw pellets, so they eat it and it dyes their meat. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it destroys the ecosystem underneath.
Oh, that's not awesome.
Yeah.
I went to
Just so you know.
I went to a wedding and
farm raised.
they served salmon. So, number one, salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon. Yeah.
You said
Salmon.
salmon.
Cutting you
Because
off.
there's an L in it. God damn it!
Like,
The fuck?
who decided the L was silent?
Yeah, what kind of
It's like
bullshit
saying,
is that?
It's like saying Lincoln. Where the fuck does that second L come from?
Lincoln. Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
I mean, it's kind of there.
I say often.
No, you're that's a stride. Lincoln.
I say often.
I say
Oh.
both.
Often,
Instead of
often.
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 Yeah, the T's
Jerry
kinda
doesn't
silent.
say anything.
especially on the podcast.
All he's doing is those clickety clack
Literally
sounds.
right here, guys. I'm right here.
Does nothing.
Yeah.
Can I get those?
When did your voice get so deep?
Thank you. Let's put this over here.
Jesus. No.
It's always deep.
Now
It's
my
always
turn,
deep after a night of drinking,
motherfucker.
right?
It is, yeah.
Give me your balls.
Wait. So where did you go last night?
It hurts. I just went to a bar
Which one?
out here.
Oh, is that what it's called out here?
So are you
It's
gonna
in the middle of nowhere.
Wait, okay.
unless Jerry's like, unless they don't pay me to mention their name, I'm not mentioning
Yeah, I'm
their
not
name.
mentioning
Yeah,
it.
I'll look up it.
before we move on, how do you guys feel about places that have that name? Like, there's one called At the Office, so you could be like, "Oh, I'm at the office."
There's one down the street
There actually is one.
called I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I know.
Where you wanna go? I
There's
don't
one
know.
that I know. It's called Who Cares.
There you go.
I've heard of that one before.
Oh, so there's one right by my house called He's Not Here. So when they answer the phone, they go, "He's not here."
Well, I was going to open up a.
It's actually pretty
I
smart.
was going to open up a gay bar called the Mouthful.
The mouthful. Okay.
Come in for a cocktail.
There's a Mexican gay bar by where I live. It's called La Cueva.
Oh, I've heard of that place.
It's called The Cave.
Cave.
Some of my friends on
Almost the
Facebook,
manhole. Yeah.
my friends are always like talking shit to each other, like on Facebook, and they always mention that place.
La Cueva.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're always like talking shit to
Hey,
each
bro,
other.
I heard you read La Cueva.
Yeah, and I never like understood it, but I kind of put two and two together and figured it out.
Yeah. No, they're. I thought it was okay. So I didn't know this place was real until I saw it. It's right on 26th Street, like the most Mexican part of Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's got a fucking. It says La Cueva. In
Wait, there's
fucking
Mexicans in Chicago?
It says it
a
in.
handful.
It says it in
handful?
rainbow.
Hey, drive down
Just
to
a couple.
26th Street. You'll
Like
find
rainbow
a few here and
colors?
there.
Yeah, it's like a rainbow. It's like rainbows that do the whole La Cueva. You know what I mean?
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, that's probably the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Happy?
No,
Happiest thing you've ever seen?
no, homosexual.
Oh.
What?
I just farted.
What?
You farted.
Oh,
I didn't hear it.
Ew. Just
You better not be doing
pour the
silent.
beer
But
into the glass. That's all you got.
okay, so
Yeah.
people say silent.
Scotty
people say
knows.
silent but
Look at him.
deadly.
He just brought beers for
Scotty
everyone.
doesn't know.
Oh, he knows. Look at this.
No, he
brought-
doesn't know.
We got him over here.
I just went on a beer run real quick.
Okay, thank you.
That was quick.
I appreciate the 2 beers for me. That was good.
There's beers in that case still.
Really?
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Put them in there.
I didn't even know that. I wouldn't
That's what she said.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to leave them there?
No, that's fine.
No, we're just put him in the fridge. What kind of animal are
Dude,
you?
you're great.
I know.
I try.
I don't know what I would do without Jerry.
Wait, is it great, this podcast, or
What?
is it silent?
No. In life, Jerry is
No,
great.
Jerry's awesome.
I fucking love
Jerry's an
Jerry.
awesome guy in real life.
I jerk off to him.
Right now?
That's the ultimate compliment, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then like I aim it towards my, and then when it hits me in the beard, and then it's like, oh
He
Jerry,
does it.
you're so great.
He does it,
Oh Jerry, you're so warm.
he does it to his work
Thank you,
picture.
Jerry.
What the fuck?
I don't think I've had anyone ever compliment me like that. Yeah, I jerk off to you. You know?
jerk off
Or
to
master- well, women probably don't say it. They probably say,
Yeah, exactly.
touch myself or whatever.
It's weird.
I'm going
If
to
I
start saying that.
if I were to go up to a girl at work and I was like, hey, you're so pretty, I jerk off to you, she would probably file fucking
Yeah.
sexual harassment. Whatever, man.
That's a compliment.
bye-bye
Like,
career.
honestly, it's a compliment.
Yeah, it's like, hey, man, I want to touch you, but I
But
don't.
if a girl says to you, hey, I touch myself to your picture,
Because it's double
can't do
standards, bro.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If a girl
Double
said that to
standards.
me, I'd be like, let's go.
I would
I
be
can
like,
help you with that.
thank you for your interest.
There we
I
go.
have to get back to work.
You know, I did get
No, you
I did
wouldn't.
get a similar compliment. They didn't say I'd masturbate to you, but this one chick I remember, she said, this, like we dated briefly, and then eventually she ended up, going another direction. I don't want to go into the details.
Like a lesbian? That's the other direction.
No, she actually
turned her lesbian.
She got back with an old
Girlfriend.
yeah, whatever. So anyway, she says, would it be weird if I asked you, like, I would love to have like a replica dildo.
What?
I had that. Yeah, it's clone a Willy.
I've never. So,
yeah.
I didn't know that
cool.
there was a service out there like
Yeah.
that. But she said I would love to clone.
That's shitty.
Nothing
That's
wrong with
shitty. I like your dick, but I don't want to fuck you. But I like your dick.
See, the girl made me put like cock rings on, so when it molded,
Wait, you did it?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Somebody's got my wiener out there. Who cares?
Holy cow! Would they use pinky rings?
Yeah, actually, it was a slap bracelet. So I make sure it gets.
How many times did it wrap
Yeah,
around?
it was like 4.
That's like a totally '90s kid thing, right? Is a
The
slap
wrist?
bracelet?
Yeah, I remember those.
Wow.
Slap
So
bracelet.
how'd it go? I mean, you get the.
It was
material,
weird,
You
like,
got to stick it in.
It was weird because she's like, yeah, I want your dick. I was like, okay. And then she came and got everything ready. Like she was sitting there like mixing it up.
Did she get you ready?
Yeah, it was actually.
Wait, so she put like plaster all over your hard on or
Well,
something?
the thing what happens is you take a mold of it first.
Right, but
And it's gotta sit there.
how do you do the mold? I'm saying, like, is
Yeah.
it,
So
You got to be hard.
yeah, you put it in there and
So
rock
she
hard.
probably
For how long
Yeah,
though?
she
probably
helped out with that.
Yeah, she was a fluffer. She was a
I think
fluffer.
it's for
She was
like
a fluffer.
7-8 minutes.
You couldn't just like dip your dick in chocolate and just like.
like the shell chocolate. Be like, there you go.
Wait,
Yeah.
pop it off.
You were hard for 7 or 8 minutes?
I know.
So she sat on your face. So keep going.
Yeah. So, and then she put like cock rings on my dick, so I stayed even harder. So, and then put it on like just sleeve, and then sat there for a minute, and then it stopped, and then
Jerry's face.
and then she poured the latex in, and then she's like, all right, and then it had like a stick you put in it, and then she's like, all right, I'll show it to you when like
it's
2
done.
days, yeah. And then she's like, "Hey, here it is." I was like,
And you never saw her ever again. She's like, I don't need him anymore.
"Yeah,
You just
Never did.
outsource yourself.
yeah." Well, that's all right.
You are Walmart.
I am. Yeah. I'm the Walmart of sex.
That sucks.
Oh God, that does suck, bro.
So you're
But if you think about it, is my number going up every time she uses it?
No.
no, because that's the same girl.
Yeah, that's right. But what if she's like, "Hey, you really got to try this"?
Oh, your body count.
Here, borrow my dildo.
Why would
I
they
don't
share
think
that?
girls do
No,
that.
she's like, here, borrow
Yeah.
my average size dildo.
Yeah, don't we?
Average.
No, it's
it
like
was-
a tool, like from your neighbor. Like, hey, can I borrow that saw?
Yeah, I saw that tile saw that you have there.
Yeah.
All right, Scotty. So would you do it?
Super wet.
Would you do it?
Make an imprint of.
Oh,
Your
I mean,
slang.
I didn't do it for this chick, so I
So probably not.
I don't know.
Seriously?
Now, was this recent?
I don't know how serious she was. No, this wasn't recent. This was
Get it together.
At least I'm making noise during this podcast. No, my mom actually listened to the podcast.
Oh wow.
Her exact words were, "This isn't for a mother's ears."
Yeah, my mom wants to listen to the podcast. I told her no, it's not going to happen.
No.
Yeah,
So
no.
they-
You know
This
what?
is for a nympho's ears.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you guys told your mothers about this.
I did. I'm really close to my mom.
I have an
love my
open
mom.
relationship with my mom, so she knows a lot more than
She
what
should?
normal moms should.
No,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
here. No.
yeah.
Well, you guys have met my mom. haven't you?
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
Cool people.
Never met your mom.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want a stifler. In the
She's
group.
only allowed like 2 Mexicans in her life. That's about it.
She's at quota.
Like, has she reached her quota? Like, is there still room for me?
I mean,
Not me. Like, but
you can always put in an application and it'll be considered.
Because one of us are bound to die. So
President Trump says, "Be nice to one Mexican."
Well, that's where she gets her
Oh,
orders
God.
from. No, I'm kidding. She's not like that. She's,
President Trump says, "Throw the
God.
babies in a can."
well, I guess baby's going again.
Well, I guess they're recyclable.
So Hector, what was your driving story?
For stem cells.
oh, yeah, because you saw the
Yeah,
commercial.
I'm looking at the car right now on the commercial, and I'm thinking driving, and I remember
Driving,
you
yeah.
mentioned something about driving earlier today, but you didn't finish your story.
No, yeah. So, I mean, I wanted to bring up the topic of driving. We touched on it a little bit in previous episodes, how you hate how people
I
like
fucking hate driving.
you. Okay,
I
so
fucking hate driving.
Don't you guys drive like for like kind of your living?
Yeah.
we do, and I hate
Uber? We drive Uber. Yeah,
it. People do not like wearing masks.
I fucking hate it, dude.
that
I
would
fucking hate
suck.
driving.
He's distracting me because he's not
We
talking.
witness a lot of shit driving, but what I hate
I'm
the most
literally here.
is I'm that slow driver now.
Literally.
Because we have to abide by all the laws.
Right.
But I've heard stories of, that time we were supposed to go to Nashville with the group of family.
right, yeah.
That you and our other cousins were the two drivers. You guys rented out that van.
Yeah.
And either one was driving like a grandma, which I heard was you, and the other one was so distracted by every little thing that almost killed.
Yeah, so there
The
were
family a few
there were-
times.
There was two drivers. It was me and another one. I drove probably like 80 to 90% of the time.
Okay.
So so I should get some credit for that.
That's pretty good.
And then,
That's why the trip lasted as long as it did.
well,
Because I've been in the car with you.
we had a few obstacles on that trip. Okay.
Okay.
One of the obstacles was, so we were gonna rent, from a rental company. So you're talking about Hertz or whoever, right? And
Hell of a company.
one of the group members said, why don't we look into there's an app called Turo, right? And it's like an Airbnb for cars. So there's people out there that actually have vehicles that they're not using, and they're willing to rent them out. Right?
Yeah.
So we go that route.
Never heard of that.
It's called. Are we going to get paid by Turo, by the way?
It's a hello company. We should.
That sounds pretty awesome. That's a great idea.
I have their
Perfect.
lawnmowers.
How do you sign up for Turo? You go to Turo.com?
So
It's an app you can download.
Okay.
I was actually telling my dad, because my dad had a vehicle that was not in use. I'm like, you should probably list it on there, right? So anyway, by the way, so their restrictions are not as bad as Hertz and Enterprise, because with those companies, I believe their vehicles have to be no older than 2 or 3 years or something like that.
Okay.
And you have to keep records of their maintenance and everything. So
Yeah.
there's all kinds of guidelines. But with here, there isn't, right? So we ended up going with a 2005, between a 2004 and 2006 Dodge Caravan, right? And so the night before,
The Astrovan?
well,
Yeah, baby.
so we go and pick it up the night before, right?
Please tell me it had hydros.
So
Had NOS in it.
we pick up this van, right? And this guy, apparently he had just got his vehicle back the night before because someone else rented it out, right? So he apologizes for it wasn't gassed up. I'm like, that's no big deal, whatever. We'll gas it up, no problem, right? He's like, if you want to inspect it, blah blah blah, whatever. I'm like, yeah, because I don't want to be liable if there's any extra dents, blah blah blah. So take a little walk around the vehicle. It looks fine. So a couple of things I noticed. One, the windshield wiper in the back windshield was missing. I'm like, okay, I didn't do that, so jot that down. And then another thing was one of the taillights was out. I'm like, all right, great. We're making a road trip, so I we need that, right? So I told the guy, you know what, never mind. In the morning, I'll take care of it. So I went out on super early in the morning, as soon as they opened up, and I tried to get the bulb. And turns out that I swapped out all the different bulbs. It actually had turned out to be something like one of the fuses, but I'm like, I don't have time for this. Especially because I was thinking, listen, we're going to Nashville. It's about an 8 or 9 hour drive. We're going to leave early in the morning. We're going to be in all daylight. So we really don't need that light, So we did without that.
Okay.
So those are the two problems that I know of at the moment.
Shit.
As we're driving, all of a sudden the AC goes out, right? So we're like, oh crap, So
Where did you rent this car? I was like,
Well, remember this place, they don't have those tight
the
guidelines.
Wild West.
yeah, gee.
I think we might want to pull our endorsement of this fucking app.
yeah, this might get edited.
I'm like,
right?
let's wait till.
Yikes.
Yeah, but you open up the hood and all of a sudden, it's just fuming. This guy had no transmission fluid, in there, or I'm sorry, any coolant, right? So it's smoking. So there goes another problem right there. And then all of a sudden we hit some rain, so we had to put the wipers on. Tell me why there was no wiper fluid on there. So we had to pull over a second time to
Was it doing that?
No fluid, so you can.
Yeah, but still, it's like
Yeah, I mean it's moving. It's just smearing the bugs that we
Yeah.
smashed. So I mean it had all kinds of problems. So I'm documenting this, on the app the whole entire time. So the guy says, I'll pay you back for everything. But oh my god, it was just a
please
disaster.
fix my car. I'll pay you back. For
Yeah.
everything.
So it's probably not a bad option, to use the app, but not if you're going to do something long distance.
Or at least nothing that old. 2003,
Yeah.
2006.
Yeah, it was
And it's a Dodge. I mean,
Yeah.
it's garbage car. So
I was actually thinking about this the other day. Like a 2000 car, like the year 2000, is 21 years old.
Yeah, I said that the last episode.
Yeah.
Remember I was talking about an 80s?
I was thinking
I'm
about
like, that car's
40
40 years old, man. That's
If it's still running, like a
good grief.
It was the Ford Escort. Like we were just like, it's still going.
My buddy had a Ford Escort growing up. It was like an 89
Hatchback?
Ford. Yes, it was a hatchback.
Hatchbacks were cool.
It was red too.
No.
That motherfucker.
You don't like
Yours is a
hatchbacks? No.
hatchback? No. You had a Escort, no?
I have no.
Focus. No.
It's a Focus.
The Focus.
Yeah, Focus had a hatchback.
Which is the Escort.
The one that got hit.
Focus is like a
Fusion. Not
newer
Fusion.
Focus is like a newer version of the Escort. Though, I feel like.
There was, I mean,
That was
you know
a
what?
good
Which
sound.
hatchback I thought was pretty cool, and it was actually a good car. I didn't buy it, but it was the Toyota Venza. That one was a hatchback.
Oh, the minivan looking.
No,
Mine was the Ford Fiesta.
Which one's the Fit? Who makes the Fit?
Honda.
That's,
Honda?
Honda.
That one looks sporty.
It does.
It does
I
not.
thought that was Nissan.
It's a Honda Fit.
It's a Honda Fit.
What's the
Well,
old?
I
what-
could say it's
Jerry
a Ford
knows
Fit.
his fucking cars. It's a Honda Fit.
He knows
I got you, bro.
small cars.
Nate, what's
do.
the oldest car you? Not. I'm sorry. Not oldest. What's the longest you've ever had a car?
12 years.
12 years.
The oldest car that I had was a Bonneville.
Not
and
oldest car,
That shit was
the longest you've had
15
it.
years.
So we want to know like how long you maintained it.
I had a Dodge Neon for like 7 or 8 years, I want to say.
7, 8? Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too long.
Until the wheel fell off.
I mean, for a Neon, that's a long.
That's impressive for a 4-cylinder. Yeah, that is. Pretty
Oh my god! One time I almost died in this Neon. I was on the fucking expressway. I was merging on, and there was a semi that was merging on too, and I thought I was gonna beat him to the punch, and,
no.
and I wasn't.
win,
So I
man.
slammed on the fucking brakes, dude. I swear to God. And I'm on the right hand most lane. There's a big ass wall next to me. There's a semi next to on the other side of me.
about to get squashed.
I'm about to get squashed. I get as close to the wall as I can to avoid this semi. The semi gets so close it knocks off the side view mirror, dude. That's how fucking close it was,
That's a
dude. I
close
could have
call.
fucking died. Yeah. And ever since then, I've been a lot more careful.
Well, we're
on the
glad you didn't
expressway.
die because you wouldn't be here today to tell us the story.
Or to edit our show. That's the important part.
That's my worst
you.
fear. That's my worst fear, dying in a car.
Well, you know how many accidents I've got into? At least every car I've
because
had,
it's-
minus the one I have now.
Sometimes it's just click, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's the best way to die. I
wouldn't,
think
because they
you
think
don't
about
want
it,
to.
you're like,
I mean,
"See
you don't want to
guys."
suffer.
Yeah.
Oh,
See
yeah,
you
that's
guys. I'll see you when I get home, and then on the way to work, you die.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I was. So my longest car was the Golf GTI that I had.
Oh, I remember that
Now
car.
that thing was fixed. I had rims. A lot of it was my
neutered?
little street
Like
racing car.
neutered?
It was very cool for the time.
It was very cool for the time, and now it's considered very retro to have, right? But
Like a grandma.
I've had that car for 5 years. You know, it was 2009. I bought it back in 2009,
Yeah.
and when I submitted the last payment, which was a December or something like that, in January on my way to work, is when I had that big accident with a semi truck on the expressway.
Right. Yeah.
So normally I drive really fast, right? Because like I said, I used to race and all that fun stuff. But for whatever reason, the roads were dry. And you know, I'm in my car. I'm literally going like 55, 60. So I'm not speeding at all. I'm in the middle lane. And
This is an expressway.
on the expressway on the other 94 going east.
Okay.
And I see a semi truck, you know, coming up. And out of nowhere, I'm in the middle lane. He's in the far left lane, and then I think I had a pickup or something on the right side of me, and the semi truck starts making its way to the middle lane.
Okay.
Like it passes me up. I don't know, it didn't fucking see me or what, but I look over. This semi truck's getting closer and closer to my side. I'm in the middle lane, so I try I'm honking my horn, and I'm looking to the left, and this guy.
You know he can't hear you.
He couldn't hear me, right? So I was like, fuck it. So I gunned it. You know, my car was pretty quick, so I was in like I'll say mid front of the trailer.
Yeah.
And as I'm driving, I sped up pretty quick, but I end up passing him, cutting the pickup truck right next to me.
Right.
But the semi truck ends up clipping my left rear side, which
shit.
causes me to spin out.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
Exactly.
So it caused me to spin out. So for a second, think of the semi truck going straight. I'm at a fucking T. So I'm perpendicular
Yeah.
to the semi truck.
Oh, big word.
Thank you.
Try spelling it now.
What was that?
That's-
Private education
That's
right
5
there.
syllables, dude. Good job.
Perpendicular.
Why did you use your fingers when you were counted right now?
I was using my mental hand. There was a hand in my brain. It was like perpendicular.
But
Okay.
So I decide to because the semi truck is actually dragging me for a little bit, so it's pushing me
Right,
along,
yeah.
and I'm looking at the fucking grill, you know. So I turn my wheel to the left.
You see the word Mac coming right at you.
No, I think it was a GM, but
That's still scary, man.
it's scary
Yeah,
shit.
it is,
fucking
dude.
scary as
So
fuck.
I end up turning my wheel to the left, which causes my car to kind of spin out.
Right.
So now I'm bouncing between the truck and the median. Because he ended up swerving back to his lane.
Right.
So I'm bouncing left and right. And the rear of my car, the hatch, got caught on some part of the trailer.
Oh, shit.
And I'm staring at the fucking the wheels, like right here. Like any second, because I'm bouncing back and forth, I can go underneath the trailer of the truck.
So you want to do like a Fast and the Furious and like just no.
So the trailer itself, the wheels are like burning the side of my car because that's how close I was. And so
Yeah.
like I hit one of the poles because you know
Jesus Christ,
yeah, I end up
man.
hitting one of the poles, which lodges me off of the actual semi truck itself, and I'm going forward to like the rear end of the wheel, the trailer.
Yeah.
I hit the wheel and end up doing like I want to say a 360 or something because no, a 180.
Man, you're spinning all over the fucking place.
It was wintertime too, so the roads were not wet, but
Okay.
still, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I remember looking up, and now I'm fucking facing traffic, and cars are coming this way.
I'm gonna die.
Dude, I promise you, that's what I thought. And all I did was turn my wheel hard left, which
Yeah.
caused me to do another 180 into the snowbank. But I was out of the way of traffic.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Dude,
Lucky bastard.
were you working?
That's
by
some
this time?
lucky bastard shit, bro. I would play
Oh,
the
believe
lottery
me.
that same day.
Well,
I'd go hit on the most beautiful girl on the same day. Like, I'd be like, fuck, man, I need to get something.
What
out
pissed
of
me off?
this.
I was blessed. I came out.
Yeah.
First words out of my mouth were, "God damn it!" But then I looked at my car.
Yeah.
And I looked at the pieces everywhere.
Yeah.
The second words were, "Thank you, God."
Right,
you
yeah.
have no idea, right? And
Dude, I mean, you could have been dead, paralyzed.
I could have
who
been,
knows?
dude. All I walked out with a fucking scratch on my neck from glass breaking. That's the only. Well, I mean, and a bad back now.
Right, yeah.
Two surgeries.
That
later
bad
on.
back, that's from that accident?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense then.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I think that's when I met you.
I never.
yeah, because then I went out because the injuries and the surgeries afterwards. Yeah.
Man, you two had like some crazy.
Well, but no,
stories
mine
with
was mine was like not that,
yours was a
you
close
know,
call.
Like, yeah, like
You actually
his was
went- you
actually
actually went
there.
through it.
I went through it. Yeah.
And it's a closer call. That's what.
it was
Yeah,
scary,
yeah.
man. And people say like now. I mean, like I don't drive bad, right?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
do.
today you were fine, but
Today I was fine. Jerry doesn't like riding with me.
I don't.
do you use
Why?
do you use the old shit handles when he's driving? Yeah.
I'm like that with
like,
everyone.
I mean, mind you, I mean, I have a Audi A6, so it has some get up if I wanted to. So if I need to get out of a quick, tight space, I just step on it. and
See,
it
sometimes power is a bad thing. Like if you can't control it, because I've never had
True,
a
true,
motorcycle
true.
on purpose.
It's like
I've
the
never.
Spider-Man.
That's what she said. You know what I mean? Power.
Yeah.
No?
we get it. Yeah. yeah.
All right.
No, but
you're
I've never wanted a motorcycle for that reason because I don't know how I would behave. Like
Yeah.
with
I've done
wanna be
110
reckless.
on a motorcycle before.
Motorcycles.
I've done 140 in my Golf.
is that possible?
No, yeah, but a motorcycle, there's like
So the
nothing.
Golf on the speedometer I had 180 because it was a German engineered car meant
Those
for
are
the
the Jettas, right?
Autobahn.
I've done 110
Golf,
in
the hatchback.
in a Ford Fusion.
GTI.
Oh, okay.
But it was tuned, so the governor was taken off.
Yeah.
Upgraded turbo intake.
Right.
So it was a faster car. So I had a basic upgraded bolt-ons and some internals. So I was able to go fast.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good to like get you out of jams, but it can probably get you into more jams than.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're reckless. I mean, kids nowadays, or even grown-ups, I mean,
Yeah.
are going fucking fast on.
Yeah. There's a
On
reason why
curves
insurance
and-
rates are more expensive for younger people than older people.
Especially guys.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about
People
being,
like you.
being 41. If I add a car, like my insurance doesn't go up.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah.
But you know
Not
what?
even
You know what
if
I
it's
noticed?
for your like the kid or whatever. If it's for your like teenager,
That's different. That's
Okay.
if I,
you're adding a driver.
Right.
yeah, if I add a new car, like say I get my Camaro,
It stays the same.
it stays, it's like goes up $3.
Okay, that's not bad.
There's a lot of factors that drive that. I remember I was speaking to someone that
Oh, I get it. Drive that. Clever.
like there's like there's people who are like insurance like actuaries, which by the way I never knew was a career until like I was in college. I remember.
Insurance what? Actuary?
Yeah, so I remember I was in class and I met this girl and we were talking about what we're gonna do like for a living, or what we want to do for a living. And this chick says, I want to be an actuary, and I was like, you want to be an actual what? I was like, I had no clue what it was, until like later on, she kind of educated me on it, what it was.
like,
so these are the
People
mathematical
want
like nerds.
to be that.
So what they do
Nothing
is
wrong with that.
they just crunch a lot of data and they're the ones that come up with the rates for for insurance. So there's a lot
For
of
like a specific person or in general?
no,
It's
just
like-
just in general. It's like a blanket. So like for example, he was just talking about how if he had someone because of his age. Well, some of the factors are, your age is a component, your gender is a component. If you're married, that is a huge drop off.
Which is bullshit.
Yep. I agree.
I was joking with my mom one time, because I'm single, right?
Just get married to get lower insurance.
I told.
But are you though?
I told my mom one time, like joking, like, you know what, Ma? Like, I'm gonna marry like somebody like that's coming over from Mexico that just wants papers.
There you go.
She's like,
and just get a bunch of cheap shit, man.
She's like, why on God's green earth would you do that? I'm like, it's a win-win. She gets papers. She's a citizen. I get lower insurance rates.
That's insurance rate for your car, like, it's
right?
It's not just that though. There's everything. They care if you're single or not. It's like, because I'm not single, or
I'm
just
dangerous.
because I'm, exactly.
No, but they do their homework on it. It's because single people get into more accidents than married people. I mean, there's data that drives these numbers, and so
I've been in one accident, and
That's
it was
it?
a fender bender.
Every car I had, I've been in
Since I
an
was
accident.
16. Yep.
That's impressive.
That's a lot of bullshit.
That means we got fucked over for a lot of years on your insurance.
Yeah, literally. Thank you, Allstate.
I
Hell of a company, though.
State Farm.
I've gotten into
Baller.
maybe I think 4 total accidents in my life.
Okay.
One time,
How many were your fault?
probably all of them. One time, there was these paisas that were merging lanes.
Mexicans.
and
Yeah.
For you non-Spanish speakers.
Thank you.
I'm
glad I know.
I was drunk out of my mind. I was fucked up, and I was driving home,
Right.
and they smashed into me. But it was their fault. But I got out of the
you were-
car and I was drunk, and so like if they would have called the cops, I would have probably gotten arrested and shit.
That's what happened on my first fender bender.
So I was like, they're like mad at me. I'm like mad at them. And I'm like, it's your fault. And they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. We're going to call the cops. I'm like, go ahead and call the cops.
I'll call ICE.
Literally, that's what I did, bro. No lie. And they were like, no, never mind. We're good. I'm like, let's call the cops right now. Let's see whose fault it is. And I wonder if they could smell the whiskey on my fucking breath. It was like that bad. And
Yeah.
no, I got out of it just by bluffing, and I got so lucky.
I was in the similar thing. The difference was I was coming back from my bar, and I had booze in the back that was open.
Uh-oh.
Like it was like, okay, we got to get rid of
the
this
trunk
stuff.
or the back seat?
And well, it was an Explorer, so
Oh,
so it's still
gotcha.
there,
Got it. Okay.
so technically the trunk.
How many
Yeah.
Explorers have you had?
3.
Holy
This is my
shit.
third.
This is your third, okay.
Well, I lease.
I like the Explorer.
Do you want to go sit in my car?
He doesn't like Fords. Is that what it is?
I hate Ford.
I'm not a fan of Ford.
But anyways,
I hate Fords.
I like their Focus ST.
Okay,
which they don't make anymore. So
Which
anyways,
they don't, but it's still-
it was
So
it was Valentine's Day. It was snowing a little bit, and it was one of those things like where, okay, you get over, I get over, and then we can pass each other. Mm-hmm. Well, I went to get over, and my car just kept going straight, and then she started going forward, and then just like, bink. It was like in slow-mo.
Yeah.
Pretty much fluids coming out of my car, all that stuff.
What?
So I was like, she's like, I've never been in an accident before. I go, me neither. I go, how about we just...
How about we just walk away?
Yeah, how about we just exchange information and
Call each other and call
But it was-
drinks next week.
yeah, it was because I had open liquor in
Yeah.
there, and I was just
Yeah, that
left
would
the
have gotten
bar.
you in trouble. Like even if it wasn't your fault, even
Yeah,
if
it was the
wasn't
weather.
on you
Yeah.
or whatever.
And it actually turned out to be 50-50. So it worked out because
So you guys
of the
just
weather.
wash.
so you both walked away from it. You just agreed to like
pay our...
okay.
Pretty much, I paid my deductible.
Oh,
She paid
okay.
hers. That's,
Oh, okay.
that's exactly what happened. Which it worked. So
Yeah.
she was really cool about it too. She's like, "Oh my god, I've never." I mean, she was wrecked. Like, I mean,
Oh,
her hood
wow.
was like a teepee, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, it's
But
fine."
you said a fender bender. That's not a fender bender.
that's not a fender bender.
The hood is...
I was in a fender bender. Her car.
Oh, you had the...
yeah, Explorer.
Yeah, it just pretty much ate her car.
Nom.
But yeah, she was literally like TP. She's like, I've never done it. I was like, well, just call your insurance. We're good. Then I go to drive home. And mind you, I'm like maybe 900 feet away from my house.
Yeah.
I drive and the car's just like,
At least you got home.
yeah, I'm like, let me get to the
That
driveway.
sucks. That sucks.
And then the tow truck guy's like, did you drive this?
Yeah.
I was like, maybe.
No.
See, I've had a few, but they were all like little minor things. So it's
my friend got a 10-year revocation on his license.
yeah.
Holy shit.
And mind you, he got these before they changed the law. 10 years. So he got arrested and paid his fines and did all that, and then went to court after they changed the law, revoked his license for 10 years. He just got it back like a year ago.
I mean, it's not just that, but like, it's the
crazy.
money. It's like not having a license. It's,
Back
I
in
mean,
05, it
it's
cost
severely-
me
A lot of jobs will fire you.
Yeah.
It
For
severely
not being able to
limits
get the-
you.
Yeah.
Like not
especially
having
if your
a
job, like if that's what you do for a living.
right.
Yeah,
we'd be
no,
done.
not having a fucking license. It just limits you to like your neighborhood. What the fuck are you gonna do?
I think there's a lot of places that limits you to if like you're a student to
home.
school and back, or if you do work,
Yeah,
it limits you to
right.
work and back only.
Yeah, you can get like special
Either way.
like permissions for that, like
Yeah.
if it's for work. Stuff
Oh,
like
that's
that.
cool.
He
That's
tried
better.
that. My friend tried that. So they moved, picked up from here, this town,
Right.
and moved to go closer to his job. They said, no, you don't get a hardship. You can, I think it's like anything under like
because you're close.
How many miles?
7cc engine is all it can do or something like that. So anytime you see an adult on a moped, that's a DUI.
That's why.
Oh, I see.
yeah.
I see.
Felt bad for him. Like all the time he'd be like, hey, like if he was drinking, like he would be like, is it cool if I, because if we started drinking, he would get in trouble.
Well,
Right,
Jerry got into an accident with a drunk driver.
Recently?
Oh, I remember that.
No, was it a year ago, 2 years ago? I mean, you weren't in the car.
I didn't get into an accident. No.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, because he hasn't
You
been
didn't.
talking
He
all
didn't
day.
get.
Yeah.
He didn't get into the accident that someone crashed into
Someone
his
crashed
car.
into my car, my parked car.
I remember that.
When was this? Because I think you actually
It was
posted up
2
on.
years ago, St. Patrick's Day.
And he just said, my goal is to buy a new car after I pay this one off.
Oh,
Well, that's what happened with mine. The Golf. I
So-
literally paid it off the month before to get it wrecked.
You know what that story reminds? That story reminds me of like Apple phones. Like it doesn't. It always seems like as soon as I'm done paying it off, it just goes kaput.
Yeah. Same with Android. Samsung does the same thing.
Like they know exactly what they're doing.
No.
It's
you
the
know?
updates I like doing.
Yeah.
Well, this one is because somebody breached the web browser. I'm never on the
Yeah,
web browser.
like when the 10 came out. I remember when the iPhone 10 came out and I had the 6S. I told myself I'm not buying another iPhone.
Yeah.
But then they came out with the update and my phone would literally only last about 30-40 minutes after the update because the battery would die so quick.
So Hector, I just want to ask, how's that mic stand working out?
Dude, I fucking love this mic stand, dude.
So why is your butt still popped out?
That one's for you, Jay. I'm trying to get you.
That was like episode 5, wasn't it?
I'm trying to get you involved over here. No, but yeah, I appreciate the mic stand, dude. It's
He just kept bitching, so
it's a back saver.
I
It
stopped
really is.
bitching.
You can still put like a brick and hire it. Actually, you can. Oh no,
I can probably put
that
those.
won't work. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, many of you don't know, but I would have to hunch over or sit down or pick the mic up to my mouth to actually speak. And
then
Nate
he would look at me
generous.
like, what do you want me to do?
Nate, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I'm like, this is what was given to me.
Yeah, but now I'm just chilling and the mic's up to my mouth.
Do they still make like telephone books, like those old school ones?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
one
I
of
still
those.
get them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
I don't know why.
I was like, you could use one right now.
It's slowly getting thinner, though.
Yeah, I didn't even know they still made them.
Yeah, twice a year I get yellow pages and then I get the white pages.
I mean, your guys' mic is a little higher too, right?
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken,
I
so
actually like
everyone's
it.
a little bit.
Everybody got a new mic stand.
Ours
I
is
like
about
it.
the same height. No?
But you know what we don't hear?
Yours looks different.
Well, you know what? It's because I'm not. So I'm,
No, I mean the
When you do that.
the construction of it. I mean, I'm saying
oh yeah, mine's a little bit higher than everyone
This
else's.
says weight.
it might be like a slightly different model. Maybe.
I mean,
like, maybe like a year.
But the tripods that we had, it was just it seemed like if you just turned it wrong, it would just tip over.
Yeah.
You know.
These are actually sexy looking. Like this is pretty cool.
Thank you.
I feel like it takes less space and gives us more room for our beer.
Yeah. That was my whole. I was like more room for beer.
Yeah.
More room
There you go.
It's all good.
So every time we have a guest speaker, we like to show off Nate's little gadgets and whatnots. One of the most things he's like most proud of is you wanna show the head maker.
Oh, this
Head
thing.
maker.
That
What
thing.
is that?
So say you're sitting there, hell of a company, by the way.
And you're like,
what company?
and you're like, oh my god, my beer.
It doesn't have head.
Sonic Foamer user manual, hell of a company.
Can we get the website and the phone number?
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
So my beer's a little flat, no head.
Okay.
Now I brought the beer back to life.
And like, what? How does that happen? Like,
I don't know.
There's water.
None of us know.
Yeah.
So all we know is there's water, there's H2O, and
We
science.
all say science.
Yeah, we just
Science and science.
It's fucking science. Leave it alone.
have you guys ever been to a ball game and like? It's not here in Chicago, but yeah. So it's like the 20-ounce, like plastic cups, and there's like a I'm okay. Obviously, you know what it is.
Yeah,
but-
I know what it is.
So what it is, it's like a little strip, right? And it has like 6 little holes, right? And you put your 20-ounce glass, and what it does is it shoots the beer up from the bottom.
Yep.
Right.
That's the best way to pour a beer, actually. Yeah.
It shoots it out from the bottom, and it's super efficient because what the girls do, or guys, whatever, they'll place it on, like they'll put 6 cups, they'll walk away, they'll do whatever they have to do, and they come back, so they're not standing there wasting time.
But it's perfect beer. Is same
because it's calculated to put exactly like the amount of ounces. Yeah,
But you also have to have an 1.5 inches of foam in a beer to get the full flavor of it.
yeah. I mean,
That's the
those
key
things
of
are
a good, well poured beer.
Yeah, I mean, it's like those things are like super calculated. Do you remember back in the day, like when we used to have like house parties, and they would have the kegs, but then you would have like the pumps, and you would pump it. I remember when they first started to come out like with like a kegerators.
Yeah.
And
I want a kegerator.
My cousin actually had
Can we
one.
invest in one? I can drill a hole
Right through here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be cool.
We all drink different things, though.
Well, Lagunitas will be
Boy,
hell of a
I
company.
mean, you
but-
could have maybe you can have like
So
two
you and
pony
I will
kegs.
split one.
Yeah, they can worry about their own kegerator.
Yeah, fuck them.
Assholes.
Fuck them and their Stella Modelo.
Who wants Stella? Now, here's what's messed up with the Stella keg. It's a different tavern head. Do you know what a tavern head
Oh,
is?
that sucks.
So, like,
It's not universal.
It's the part that goes to the keg to go through the hose. That's a tavern head. It's a weird. I think it's in metrics because they're from Belgium.
Yeah, why would they do? Oh, okay.
And if you put a normal tavern head in, it just foams out.
But you would think that they would adjust to their market. So if they're gonna have some over here in the United States,
No, there's 2 beers that do that: Stella and
assholes.
They're like
that
Apple.
limits their sales.
They're like Apple.
But
Apple's
no,
like, fuck you, suck our dick.
and
like,
here's
let's
another,
change our chargers like every 2 years.
Yeah.
here's another thing. About
Speaking of
Stella.
which, my charger just broke yesterday. I unplugged my phone, and the little charging thing was still
Yeah.
inside the port.
Yeah.
I had to
I've
get
seen that
a
before.
needle nose, or
I've seen that before.
the
Yeah.
little
You
hair.
gotta get the thing that
plucker
Jerry's
thing?
been.
The fibers, yeah.
Yeah, take it out.
Tweezers.
Tweezers,
to get it out.
Tweezers, the thing that you used to jerk off.
Eso.
That way, think about jerking off with tweezers for a second.
That would hurt
Before-
so bad.
Yeah, you would just pluck your dick out. That's what would happen.
I'm totally gonna try that.
Every time there's blood. Why does it hurt so bad? Yeah, I always hated when people said that. I was like, that just doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
you're
'cause when
jerking off with tweezers.
Yeah, you're like, you just pluck your dick out. Like, you're just...
We're trying to get that extra 2 inches.
yeah, but it would come out. Because you'd
Not
be
if you're grabbing it by the foreskin.
oh, but it would just scrape.
You heard about that, right? It was like the 3rd or 4th episode we talked about this. How
I'm walking
men
out.
have an extra 2 inches of dick inside them.
Hey, do you guys want to get a transcript of this podcast and just look
Sure.
at what Jerry said so far?
Sure.
Yeah. Page 1, nothing. Page 2, nothing.
Yeah.
He giggled in page 3.
Can I ask you a question? Why are there multiple pages if there's nothing on them?
just Jerry's talking. Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
you were just talking about, Hector. The other day, so one of my friends, she put up a post on
feel
Facebook, and it
You
talked.
gotta
about,
remind me, what were we talking about?
No, I'm kind of drifting off here, but so one of my friends put up a post that said, "Tell me something about you that I don't know," and it was interesting to read all the stories that they put on
Throw
there.
him off.
And I was like, wow, like that's pretty cool. So I decided to do the same thing. So I put the same one, and it went like 200 comments. People just told you the weirdest things, right? The weirdest one that I thought, the most painful one.
Okay.
This guy said, I got circumcised as an adult.
Ow.
Yeah, no. The only way that makes it okay is that you're a kid and you don't remember it. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, think about it. If you get circumcised as an adult, like you have that scar there
That's what I'm saying.
it's like you cannot get a boner or any minor erection. That shit's gonna open up
No,
or
it's
stretch.
Hey guys,
no,
guys,
think about it.
guys. I was over circumcised.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
No, but for real though, am I right though?
You fucking asshole.
I mean, okay, so look, I got this. I fucked my arm up the other day.
Okay.
You know, and if it stretches, it
Opens up
again.
Yeah.
So I mean, think about it. If
No,
someone
I
gets
don't
their
think
dick
that's the same.
circumcised,
I don't think it's the same
because
thing.
someone's
for
dick can
adults.
start off like this and end up like this.
Okay.
I'm talking about girth wise now. Okay, girth wise.
Oh.
End up like this. So it's stretching.
We're both like, oh.
I think you're talking.
So it can start off like this,
directly right.
and ends up like this.
You were looking right in my eyes. You're making those gestures right to me.
Still
so I
too
thought
into
it
it.
was
big, bro.
all
This
for
big.
me.
But I mean, so they have to
Taking the area of your wiener. You're like, I'm
sew
2
it
by
up
2.
because they
Yeah, I'm
cut
2 by
skin
2.
off, so they have to either sew it up or if they don't sew anything up, it has to scab up to heal. But I mean, think about it. Every time you get a boner, you rip that scab and that cut or incision.
No,
like,
I think at a certain point it heals.
yes, at a certain point. But I mean,
Yeah.
up to that certain
So
point.
just don't have any.
But that means you have to go like what,
Yeah.
like a few weeks without having a boner. Is that possible?
That's easy.
Like no, I mean,
I can't do that.
randomly, I wake
easy
up
for
one morning
me.
and I have a fucking hard on for no reason.
I'll just
Yeah, you don't get morning wood.
no, not like I used to.
That's what I'm saying. But like every now and then you wake up.
I'm an old
So
man.
how often do you
dude.
get morning wood?
That's my alarm clock.
I don't get morning wood almost ever.
sucks.
I wake up and then I think about sexy stuff and then I
dad.
get wood and then I jerk off because
You know what? Here-
that's how it goes. Because I want to get one off before I get up. You know what I mean? Like one in the morning, one for lunch, and then a sensible dinner.
What commercial was that?
Nutrifast. A shake in the morning, a shake for lunch, and then a sensible dinner. No, that's what I would do. You know, like and then you know my late night jerk off that one was the passionate one.
You guys ever jerk off so much that it starts to hurt?
Yes.
Am I the only one?
I've chafed.
You're not the only one.
Okay.
No, not chafed. I one time I came so
Scotty's
many
like,
times.
I don't got that problem, bro.
One time I came so many times that my balls started hurting. You know what I mean? Like
I had it, to where
the
it's almost
hurt-
like you're dry heaving almost, but in your wiener. There it is. Did we get him?
No. That was
that's what it is. That's what it is. Your fucking balls hurt so much, and then it hurts your spine. It goes into your inner being.
You guys, I think you
I
guys
think
need
we
to see a
got him. I
doctor.
think we got him. We
Your
got
whole
him.
spirit.
Hector got it. We're done.
I think that's the Holy Spirit.
I just pictured it. With every dry feed, the balls are like.
And you're like, ow, ow.
It's like Braveheart at the end.
You can take my balls. But you can't take my semen.
Well, there we are.
That's perfect, actually. That's pretty perfect.
We got him. This is it.
He's dying.
Walk it off, Hector. It's okay. We'll give you a minute.
Oh fuck my life!
I did it. So mark that up as.
It's usually at about an hour in. It's usually at about an hour in.
That's when the beer starts kicking in.
Like, it must be, dude.
So then anything's funny at that point. Thanks.
Wipe your tears.
Yeah, now he's crying.
It's fine. It's like my prom. It's like my prom date. Wipe your tears.
You're fine.
That was disappointing.
It's
Yeah.
Did you guys get laid on prom
The
night?
pain will go away.
What's prom?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You did?
'cause
I did not.
I did not.
I did not.
I went with a girl that I probably talked to once all fucking year, and the only reason I went is because they were like, "Oh, you should take her because she doesn't have anyone to go with." Okay, fine, that's fine. Because there was
Like,
no
what a
chick-
coincidence. I don't either.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I'm jealous of you losers. You are.
the loser squad. But like we got to go with friends, and there was a limo.
You guys were just lined up.
The L is
against the
for
wall.
limo, asshole.
But
With the calculator.
what about you, Nate? Did you get laid prom night?
I didn't get a prom. I got kicked out by my
Pussy.
No, I showed up like
were you one of those
crashed?
drunk? Were you one of those drunk ones? Like, no, you can't come in.
like Dumb and Dumber style. It wasn't blue, but it was like ruffled.
Oh wow!
Shut the fuck up.
No, I
For
swear
real?
to God,
That would be some
Dumb
shit.
and Dumber just came out. It was
That's
like
awesome.
2 years old. And then my vice principal goes, "You're not allowed here." Blah blah blah.
Wait.
So you
Let's
crashed
do-
your own prom.
Well, she didn't want me. I also had a 2.5-foot mohawk. So he's like, here.
Yeah, dude, it's a mohawk that did, not the suit. It was the mohawk.
Yeah, and I had like
bullshit,
a
though.
cane and I had a top hat. That was pretty cool.
So how'd you put the top hat on?
Sideways. I was like,
I see
hey,
it.
I'm here. It was like the Wayans brothers, 2 snaps.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey,
it was like
let me-
that.
Damon. I think it was Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
I just have a quick question. I want to know: did Jerry go to prom?
I did go to prom
You did go to
Now,
prom?
did you get a laid on prom?
Did you go with a guy or a girl?
with a girl.
Really? That was when you were hiding the
Yeah,
shit.
it's when I lived in the closet.
Okay.
Was she cute at least?
Did she was she in on it
On what?
that you were gay?
No.
The fuck?
She thought you were.
Also,
taking her
she
for
thought she was
real?
getting laid, but little did she know.
I'm asking.
I don't know. I mean,
He goes, all right, it was
do you
great.
still talk
Just
to this
dropped her
person?
off.
bye.
And then he went to the gay club. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Like in high school, like one of my really good friends, he was gay, but I didn't know he was gay at the time.
He
And
was gay, or
well,
Yeah, like he's straight now.
Yeah, dude.
That conversion therapy,
He
I'm
didn't turn
telling
on
you.
a light switch and just. Yes, bro.
I do that all the time. I
I'm just
turn it
saying.
off and on
I'm just saying that
some
we
days.
didn't know. Of course, of course he knew.
Okay, I got it.
But he, but I had no clue. I just thought he was cool as shit, and never
super
thought anything about
gay.
it. I mean, when I look back at it now, I guess if you think about it, okay, he didn't have any girlfriends, but
he was always the guy that was probably like, hey, what's
I
going
thought,
on?
yeah, he
like
was
super
just
nice.
Yeah,
like,
I just thought it was just like one of the guys, whatever, right? And
He was one of the guys.
He went to prom.
he was one of the guys.
He went to prom. I forgot who he went with though. It was
You
probably
are what you eat.
It was probably one of our.
The foreign exchange student.
No,
I'm just kidding.
there was like there was like a handful of our friends that they were all cool. We just some of them just weren't coupled off,
Yeah.
so they all just went.
I actually did that for a couple of my friends. I went to a prom in the LaPorte.
Mm-hmm.
And they just couldn't find a date for someone, and I was like, "All right, I'll fill in." And we all went as friends. I was like, it was.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with
I
that,
went
yeah.
to another high school's prom one time. It was a coworker that invited me. We were just friends, it was cool. I had a good time. Aside from that one, I went to my high school prom for junior and senior year.
I went to a couple other people's proms.
yeah.
Now,
The girls were way younger than me.
It just got dead after that. I went to other people's proms. And it was like,
Insert
Yep.
crickets.
yep.
They were, they were like,
How'd you get the permission
they were
slip?
18. I was 27.
the cutoff.
And then they stopped letting me go.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was like, weird. The next year, you're like,
I went to a lot of quinceañeras.
No, what's the biggest?
Like you stood up in a lot, or
No, I just crashed them, bro.
oh, okay.
No, I'm just playing. No, I did.
I believe it. I believe
I
it.
did stand up in a handful.
Quinceañeras.
Yeah.
They stay
Well-
the same age.
I feel like these.
I get older, they stay the same age.
Wedding crashers, right? They talk about high school
no,
girls.
No.
That's Dazed and Confused.
Thank you.
Yeah, Days
So
of
I'm talking about they do the same thing with wedding
McConaughey.
crashers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could see that. That's the kind of. That's the kind
Am I
of.
wrong?
When they're on the steps, they just say, "Hey, another good year."
It's been a while.
I know exactly what scene you're talking about.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's where they have the champagne and they're sitting
Yes,
there and the sun's
yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
Man, I went to a wedding a
Another
couple
great year.
nights ago, and
COVID
it was
wedding.
like a super young. It was like a super young bridal party.
Like, I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
and I was like,
Why'd you do
man,
this?
god damn it! Like, I can't hook up with any of you bitches.
So
like
how young is that? What?
I don't know.
Mid-20s?
They were
25.
maybe
Early 20s?
no low 20s.
Low 20s?
Low
Well,
20s.
what's wrong with that?
I'm fucking almost 40, dude.
It don't matter.
That's too
Can't
too
hear
big
you.
of a fucking age range. I feel like I'm fucking a little girl.
No.
Yeah, man.
No, that's the porn star age. You're fucking a pre-porn star.
Yeah, there was this one girl. She was
All we hear is
thick. She had cellulite on the back of her legs. Whatever. It's
Doggy style. Doggy style. It goes away.
she was. It's funny though because she was like dancing and she was like holding up her dress while pulling down her dress at the same time. Is
that possible?
Because her titties were popping out, but her ass was popping out.
So she
too.
wasn't fitted correctly.
No, it was the wrong size dress for that poor girl.
Tune in this November at AM. At AM.
Oh no,
Sorry,
that's the
sorry,
opposite of what we were
Yeah.
doing.
We're being sensual.
Oh, that wasn't sensual. I'm sorry. That's
Not
how
at
I
all.
come, guys.
You yell.
I know,
Jerry's
Jerry. And that's how my son came about.
Yeah, and doesn't have his name.
No.
It does not.
You should have named him after the noise that you made after sex.
What are you, a peacock?
No, wait, who was the peacock? Ryan.
So actually, we will
was
ask. Let's ask our
Guest speaker.
Our
guest
guest
speaker if your sexual spirit animal.
Yeah, what was your sexual spirit animal?
Are you a moaner, a groaner, or are you silent?
We have animals out.
when you're fucking?
Oh, so I need to pick an animal.
So what that you sound like the most?
So if
yeah, like when you blow one.
I'm not sure.
Right now, Ryan.
So far-
I think I just. Oh, so what animal grunts? 'Cause
So, okay, so we-
it would be that.
We have
like-
okay. Well, that would be a gorilla.
So I was a gorilla. I was like,
So who sounds like a Tim Allen grunt?
a dog? Isn't that a?
I would imagine a dog. A dog sounds like, or no, a bear. A bear sounds like that.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Nate just yelled at me, guys. He pointed with his finger and yelled.
No, it's you were blowing out the headphones.
It's because I was speaking up for the first time in my life.
Yeah. So you were doing the opposite of Jerry today?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that finger, you'd still be a virgin.
So how often do you sniff crack with those fingernails, Jerry?
Every other day.
Was it?
So you forgot to take a hit today, huh?
Sniffany?
Sniffany.
Sniffany fell off.
Fucking great name. That's the perfect name for
So
your
you're a
fucking
Tim Allen.
fingerprint.
You're not an animal, but you're a Tim Allen.
Yeah,
So
I
you're
guess.
almost like barbaric.
Yeah, I guess
It's
I would
like
say that.
it's like a caveman, right?
You know, the funny thing is, like, I don't think I make any noises because
You do.
I know
Everybody does.
right. Everybody does. I just don't think I do. I think I would have to be like recorded and,
Look at yourself. Selfish fuck.
Because, you know-
If you want, I can record it for you.
okay, no, whoa, no, but you know, it's funny. It's
weird.
Funny.
Hey, we're family.
Like, the thing is, like,
I'll be in the corner. You just get her home.
I'll be behind the curtains.
Yeah. All of a sudden, they come in. Oh, you're so cute. And then you're like, here I am in action.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
You're doing great. Can you look into the camera?
I'm like, Scotty, lift up your leg. Scotty, lift up your leg.
Perfect.
Don't worry
Perfect.
about it.
It's called the sunshine. No.
Because see, I don't think I make noises, but I know I do, and the reason I say that is because I remember I forgot who this was. Somebody made
There's
a
so
comment.
many.
No, it's not
So many.
No, it was a long time ago. That's all it was. It's
I could probably figure out a name.
my body count is not as big as someone in this round table, but what I'm trying to say is that
Joke's on you. It's
everybody's pointing at each other right
I've
now.
only been with.
No, but someone did tell me one time that I think she said
Anal.
keep it down or you're
Keep
too
it
loud
down.
or,
I've
like her kids
something
there
like-
or her
She
parents?
still loved him.
Honestly, like no. Again, once again, I don't remember who this was. So it was such a long time ago, but I remember someone told me, like, you know,
Last
My
week.
husband's
like-
in the other room.
like you know,
This was last week, by the way, guys.
yeah, because usually it's the girls that are loud, you know, like not the guys, you know. But
Well, I've-
apparently I was wrong.
I've had women on a mission. Like, hey, I'm just here to bang. I'm not gonna. And you just look at them, and it's like dead eye.
yeah,
No,
And then you're like, hey, that's great.
I've when I get loud, it's when they're going down on me because I'm like I don't want them to feel like I'm not like
Enjoying
it.
That's when you grab the
I
hair.
feel like I have to make a noise.
yeah. Okay, so you know how women fake it supposedly, like
Yeah.
that's what they do. So I kind of feel you on that one.
Supposedly.
So Nate, I kind of feel you on that one because like. you know, like when they're doing their thing,
Yeah.
when they're blowing you, the thing is like, that can take a long time, you know, because it just can, right? And the thing is like, if they're, let's say they're doing that for about, let's say, I don't know, like 5, 10, 15 minutes and like nothing,
Yeah.
you still haven't blown, like you kind of need to give them that little reinforcement, like, yeah, you're doing great, babe. Keep it up.
Yeah, like CNN and the Weather Channel,
Yeah.
constant updates.
Yeah, because
That's when you just smash their face into your pelvic region.
But
You
I
just
feel like I'm
bam.
But that's the thing I have to say is I feel like I'm obligated to make noises so they feel like
they're doing a good job,
yeah, it does feel good. Don't get me wrong. It's just
but not that good.
when I whack off, it makes
better.
no noise. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I'm like, I still cuss a
that's
lot.
how I
don't
look
know.
at head. It's like you're just whacking me off with your mouth. That's really all
Yeah,
you're doing.
good job whacking me off.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
Whacking
well,
it.
But some are better than others.
No,
Let's-
you know
let's
what
admit
though?
that.
Like I have a question. Like I know this is unrelated, but we were talking about close calls earlier. Like what's
Like
your
having a baby
closest
close
call?
call?
Like Jerry, what's your closest call
For what?
for like getting pinched?
pinch, like in the ass.
No,
no, like
you know,
like
popo.
Oh,
I don't.
5-0 one time.
You never
I
got
don't
pulled
have
over?
No,
Jerry's a
one?
good
Never.
U.S. citizen.
he's a boy.
look
He's a
at
Boy
you.
Scout,
Can
right?
No, I'm driving without a license right now because I left it at home.
No. Key is know your driver's license number.
Yeah.
And make sure everything on that thing
I do.
matches up.
I don't think a lot of
Really?
people know their driver's license. I do.
I know mine starts with
I
an O.
do. It's edit. That's
good.
edit.
I know my weight.
Edit.
I know my weight says 185.
and you're
When?
like much skinnier.
When? Yeah, when?
180,
When?
Like,
I'm actually heavier than you.
you haven't updated that license in a while, huh?
I mean, it's updated.
I'm
but
at
I never
like
changed the weight.
I'm at like 180 kilograms.
They always ask
80
me.
kilograms.
You know that ends up being more.
Yeah, I know,
Exactly. That's the
why I
joke.
said
That's the
that.
joke.
Oh.
Hey,
I'm
Nate.
Hey, I did the math.
Hey.
He's like 2 ton now.
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh, just saying. Hey,
I mean, close.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you for listening to No Sense of Direction. This is Hector.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Nate.
Ernesto.
Scotty too hot.
Hey, thank you very much for coming on, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Later.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. And she said something about moms. I'm like, yeah, my mom's a whore. You know, like, and she is. She's a
She's a
dirty
hooker,
whore.
not a whore.
No, she didn't charge. So she's definitely a whore, not a hooker.